Today, our forefathers spoke, but we did not listen to the wise. The Most High Man always established a way for us to know what we need to do, how we need to do it, when we need to do it, what needs to be said, how it needs to be said. All of these parameters is already laid. And he gave us learned men, wise men of our people to be able to guide us and give us the game as it's supposed to be. Give us the information as it's supposed to be. When you're reading, you see it all the time. All the time. Somebody was given the knowledge, somebody was ordained, somebody was set up to be able to give you what you needed to be able to be well off. But the biggest thing is a large portion of us just chose not to listen to the wisdom that's coming out. Right. Chose not to listen to the wise men. Our forefathers have spoken. But even today, even now, still today, we still not listening. Even in this dispensation of time, man, it's made so much easier for us to take on the yoke of Christ, but we still not listening. Right? Let's get into it. Give me Romans 15:4.
The book of Romans, chapter 15 and verse 4. For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning.
He said, this is for us to gain that knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. This is how we build upon the foundation that was laid for us. This is how we gain the betterment of our spirit, the betterment of our mind, the betterment of our body. It's digesting this knowledge. Read.
That we, through patience and comfort of the scriptures, might have hope.
And again, we need to start relying on that hope and the power. Right. And the Most High Man and the Son, man. The yoke is so much easier for us now than when it was then. But we're going to get into it. Give me John. St. John chapter 14 and verse 6. Read that, bro.
The book of St. John chapter 14 and verse 6. Christ said unto him, I am the way.
He what?
I am the way.
He's what?
I am the way.
He's like, Christ is the way. Read.
The truth.
The what?
The truth.
Read.
And the life. No man cometh unto the Father but by me.
Man. The foundation was laid. The words were spoken. The game was given. This is how we get to the Father. This is how we gain the betterment. This is how we gain the knowledge. This is how we get better. By taking on that yoke. The rock was already made. The foundation was already laid. Now we need to do is following those footsteps. But we're going to touch on it more, man. Give me Jeremiah 3 and 15. You get there with your bro. Jeremiah 3 and 15, right? Christ said he is the truth. He is the way. He is the life, right? Read that, bro.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 3 and verse 15.
Right.
And I will give you pastors according to mine heart.
So, again, our forefathers have spoken because the Most High said he's going to give us the individuals needed to give us the knowledge, to give us the understanding, to give us everything we need to be well off, to give us everything we need, man, to be the better versions of ourselves. Remember, Christ said himself, I am that way. I am that truth. I am that life. Read it again, bro.
And I will give you pastors according to mine heart.
According to the same mind, the same thought process, the same feeling, the same love, the same understanding. Read.
Which shall feed you with knowledge and...
You say we shall feed you with what, bro?
With knowledge.
Read.
And understanding.
With knowledge and understanding. With knowledge and understanding. Our forefathers have spoken.
That's right.
Our forefathers have spoken. It's time, man, we take heed and listen. Because we didn't listen before. And we see where it got us. We still today choosing not to listen to the wisdom that's coming out. We still today choosing not to take on the easiest yoke possible. The easiest yoke possible. Made everything so much easier for us. Read 15 again.
Verse 15. And I will give you pastors according to mine heart, which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding.
Man, it should be golden corral in here, man.
That's right. Point it out.
You feel me? It should be golden corral here. Buffet of knowledge getting tossed out and you ingesting it, you eating it. It's making you better.
That's right.
Making your spirit more lively. Bringing the light back to your eyes.
That's right.
Because now is the time to really take heed. It's so much easier now for us to really take on that yoke, bro, than it was back then for our forefathers. So much easier to put in place. Man, think about it. Throughout the years, the increase in technology, the increase in everything. As time goes by, things get easier and easier and easier and easier and easier. The groundwork has already been laid. You're building upon it. That rock, bro, that rock is supposed to be that solid foundation for you. It's supposed to build thereupon. But if we're not listening, man, we just destroying our foundation. Right? Give me Baruch. Chapter 1, verse 13.
The book of Baruch, chapter 1, verse 13. Pray for us also unto the Lord our God, for we have sinned against the Lord. We have sinned against the Lord,
Read.
Our God, and unto this day the fury of the Lord and his wrath is not turned from us.
So, even to this day right now, we still choosing the fury. We're still choosing the curses. When Christ, all he said was, man, take my yoke upon you and sin no more. But yet, we still being plagued by these curses because we're still choosing not to listen to the wise, not to listen to those forefathers, not to listen to the pastors, to the prophets, to the people that have been established by the power to give you the knowledge you need to be well off. Even now, we still not choosing. We still choosing not to listen. Read.
And ye shall read this book.
And ye shall what?
Shall read this book.
So Baruch was establishing, man, this book is for that knowledge. That book is for this understanding, man. Hold that, and go right back to Romans 14. Romans 15 and 4.
The book of Romans, chapter 15 and verse 4.
Read it again, Bruce.
The book of Romans, chapter 15 and verse 4.
Go ahead.
For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope.
Man, this was established for us, man. For us to accept the fact that we veer off, acknowledge that, and build upon that by sinning no more and taking on the yoke. Loving your brother like you love yourself. Loving the Most High and His Son with all your heart, with all your mind, with all your spirit, with every fiber of your being. But we choosing not to listen to this day still. So we played with these curses. Read 14 again in Baruch.
Baruch 1 and verse 14. And ye shall read this book which we have sent unto you to make confession.
To what?
To make confession.
To make acknowledgments. Read.
In the house of the Lord, upon the feast and solemn days.
So we are now, this book is giving us the understanding, okay, this is where we're bearing off. The brothers is giving us the knowledge that, okay, man, we out of order with the power. We out of line right now. Let's accept that. Let's take accountability for that. And let's push forward, right? Give me Zechariah chapter 1 and verse 2. Read that when you get there, Bruce.
The book of Zechariah, chapter 1 and verse 2. The Lord hath been sore displeased without your fathers.
He said, he has been sore displeased with our fathers, meaning the brothers and sisters, man, before us, that laid the groundwork for a horrible foundation, that laid the groundwork for not listening, that laid the groundwork for being disobedient, that laid the groundwork for not taking accountability for their actions and building upon to be better. Read.
Therefore, say thou unto them, thus saith the Lord of hosts, turn ye unto me, saith the Lord of hosts.
He said, turn unto him. Start seeking the light. Start to take on the yoke of Christ. Start to move in the fashion that the wise men have gave us, the direction that the power has given them to guide us. Let's go back. From Isaiah 42 and verse 6. Read it when you get there, bro.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 42 and verse 6. I, the Lord, have called thee in righteousness.
See what?
I have called thee in righteousness.
Read.
And will hold thine hand, and will keep thee, and give thee for a covenant of the people, for a light of the Gentiles.
For a what?
For a light of the Gentiles.
For a light to the ones that choose not to believe, a light for the ones that choose not to listen, for a light. Our brothers and sisters that just don't want to get it right. Read.
To open the blind eye.
To what?
To open the blind eye.
So what you think light does?
Bring it out.
What you think light do? So if Christ say, take on my yoke, right? Take on his yoke. It's not hard. Not heavy. There's no problem with it. He just said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. That light, bro. It opens the eyes. Read.
To bring out the prisoners from the prison.
To what?
Bring out the prisoners from the prison.
Well, right now, man, we are choosing the covenant of sin and death.
Bring it out.
Bringing that covenant, bro, of life and good. Those prisoners, man. We're still keeping ourselves confined in that prison, man, of plagues and curses because we choosing not to listen, because we choosing not to take the action, man. The wise men, our forefathers, was already here, but when you read this book, every book, bro, every chapter, bro, it's the men of the Most High were giving the game to the people.
Right.
Showing them, this is how you seek the power. This is how you be in order, man, through that love. Read 7 again.
Verse 7. To open the blind eyes, to bring out the prisoners from the prison, and them that sit in darkness out of the prison house.
That light is supposed to illuminate the darkness. It's supposed to open the eyes of the blind. It's supposed to open the ears of the deaf. Those wise men, bro. He said, I was going to send them to you according to mine heart. It's going to give you the game, thus say the power. Because he loved us enough to do that. Even with us choosing to veer off. Even with us choosing to choose that covenant of sin and death. Let's go back. Baruch 1 and 14.
The book of Baruch, chapter 1 and verse 14. And ye shall read this book, which we will have sent unto you, to make confessions in the house of the Lord.
Man, to own up, man, to the accountability of disrespecting the power. Read.
Upon the feast and solemn days. And ye shall say, to the Lord our God belongeth righteousness, but unto us the confusion of faces.
He said, but unto us, man, we out of here.
That's right.
But to us, man, we out of here because we chose not to listen in the beginning. We chose not to pay attention to Baruch. We chose not to pay attention to Jeremiah. We chose not to pay attention to Isaiah. We chose not to pay attention to the people that was established by the power, bro. Confusion of faces. Read.
As it is come to pass this day unto them of Judah, and to the inhabitants of Jerusalem, and to our kings, and to our princes, and to our priests, and to our prophets, and to our fathers.
So all of the people that was established to be over the men of authority that was established to be over Israel, they have veered because they chose not to listen to the ones that was established by the power to give the game. Think about it. When you read and see how many of our kings, bro, just decided not to do the will of the Lord. You see some of our brothers and sisters, man, our brothers established, man, to be over the sheep that just chose not to follow the Lord, bro, and guided the people right into the hands of the enemy. Guided the people right into the covenant of sin and death. Guided the people right into the hands of lies. Right into the hands of deceit. Right into the hands of sorrow. Right into the hands of sadness. Man, I will give you those pastors, those prophets, those teachers, those people, according to my heart, bro, to keep you from going down this path. Read.
For we have sinned before the Lord.
For what?
We have sinned before the Lord.
Man, Christ tell you sin no more.
That's right.
Take on the yoke. It's easy. Because he is the way, he is the truth, and he is the light. A wise word spoken. Read.
And disobeyed him, and have not hearkened unto the voice of the Lord our God.
Bro, even now, even to this day, bro, we're still not hearkening. We still not hearkening, bro. The dispensation of time we living in now is so much easier. Because Christ made it easier for us to take on that yoke. Excuse me. Think about it. Back then, we still living under the laws of Moses. It's so much harder. So much harder. If you come up short, either your lights get blown out, bro, or you in a bad situation. Christ has made it so much easier, bro, for us. Bro, sin no more. Take on the yoke, bro. Love your brother. Love your God, man. By doing these things, man, you're going to automatically fall in line. But those are the harder things for Israel to take on, man. The simplest things are harder for us than it is the things that's most difficult. Because we make these things difficult for ourselves, man. Read 18 again, bro.
Verse 18. And disobeyed him, and have not hearkened unto the voice of the Lord our God, to walk in the commandments that he gave us open.
He said we chose not to walk. We chose not to listen. We chose not to pay attention to those wise men, to our forefathers that was giving us the game, bro. Go back. Zechariah. Chapter 1 and verse 3. Let me get there with you, bro. Go ahead.
The book of Zechariah, chapter 1 and verse 3.
Start at verse 2.
Verse 2. The Lord hath been sore displeased with your fathers.
Again, man, he said our kings, our princes, our priests, our prophets, and our fathers, man, we have sinned. Read it again, bro.
The Lord hath been sore displeased with your fathers. Therefore, say thou unto them, thus saith the Lord of hosts, turn ye unto me.
Sin no more. Read.
Saith the Lord of hosts, and I would turn unto you, saith the Lord of hosts. Be ye not as your fathers.
He said, don't be as the ones before, man, that gave you the horrible example of how to walk. Read.
Unto whom the former prophets have cried.
He said, unto what?
Unto whom the former prophets have cried.
He said, unto whom the former prophets have cried. Unto whom the former prophets was trying to give you the game, was trying to get you to listen, was trying to get you to understand. Hey, bruh, turn to the power. Hey, sis, turn to the power. Hey, boo, love on your brother. Hey, sis, love on your sisters.
Right.
Follow the light. Follow the light. Build your foundation on that rock.
Right.
Read verse 4 again.
Verse 4. Be ye not as your fathers, unto whom the former prophets have cried, saying, thus saith the Lord of hosts, turn ye now from your evil ways.
What is he asking?
Thus saith the Lord of hosts, turn ye now from your evil ways.
When Christ say, take on my yoke.
Turn ye now from your evil ways.
When he say, sin no more.
Turn ye now from your evil ways.
Read.
And from your evil doing. But they did not hear.
But what?
But they did not hear.
Bro, still today, bro. Still today, we still not listening. Still today, we still not choosing to use these holes on the side of our head, bro, to make life easy. Bro, wise words spoken from wise men given to you for the betterment of your life. Our forefathers, man. He said, sin no more, man. Turn from your evil ways. Turn from your evil doings, man. Listen. Think about it. Growing up, if you chose not to listen to what your mom or your daddy told you, what happened to you?
Bring it out.
So that means choosing not to listen falls into that evil way. Falls into that evil doing. Because the information given to you, bro, is for your betterment.
That's right.
Read it again, bro.
But they did not hear, nor hearken unto me, saith the Lord.
He said they didn't hearken unto the words of the prophets. They didn't hearken unto the words of the wise. They did not hearken unto the words of the forefathers. They did not hearken unto the ones that was put up by the power, bro. To give you the light. To bring the light to the blind. To bring the hearing to the deaf. They did not listen. They did not hearken. Let's go back. Give me Baruch 1:18.
The book of Baruch, chapter 1 and verse 18. And disobeyed him, and have not hearkened unto the voice of the Lord our God.
Read.
To walk in the commandments that he gave us openly, since the day that the Lord brought your forefathers out of the land of Egypt, unto this present day. We have been disobedient.
Bro, we can still follow this right now.
Yeah,
Until
right
this
now.
day, we have still been disobedient. Right now, even in this dispensation of time, we are now still being disobedient to the power. To this day, read it right now. Read.
We have been disobedient unto the Lord our God, and we have been negligent in not hearing his voice.
Bro, we have what?
Been negligent in not hearing his voice.
Remember, growing up, being negligent and hearing the voice of your mom or your daddy got you hit upside the head.
That's right.
Got that belt across your butt.
That's right.
Got you in the corner. Got you where you can't be on the phone. Got you where you can't be outside. Got you where you can't play with your toys. Got you where you can't be on the game. Got you where you just down bad. Everything you love to do, you can't do nothing.
Bring it out.
Worst thing my mama could have told me is I can't go outside. My
Bring it out.
whole world destroyed.
That's right.
You know what's outside, bro? Everything is outside. Everything to get in. Everything to do that's fun, man. Your friend. You know what? The worst thing is when you look outside, you see all the bikes at one house. You know it's going down over there.
That's right.
And you can't do it. You can't enjoy yourself because you was negligent to the voice. Bro, we're going through that to this day still.
That's right.
Read, bro.
Wherefore the evils cleaved unto us, and the curse which the Lord appointed by Moses, his servant, at the time that he brought our fathers out of the land of Egypt, to give us a land that floweth with milk and honey.
He said, man, wherefore the evils cleave unto us, and the curse. These would not still be cleaving unto us if we would have took on the yoke of Christ. We still wouldn't have to worry about these things because we would have been following in those footsteps that he laid for us, the path that he laid for us. He said, man, take this yoke, bro. It's easy. It's easy. Because I am the way. I am the truth. I am the life. There's no life in death. There's no life in the curses. There's no life in the plagues. It's death.
That's right.
It's heartache.
That's right.
It's problems. It's issues. It's sadness. Bro, listen. That's all it's saying. Listen. Bro, take heed. Read.
Like as it is to see this day. Nevertheless, we have not hearkened.
Nevertheless, we have what?
Not hearkened unto the voice of the Lord our God, according unto all the words of the prophets, whom he sent unto us.
Whom he what?
He sent unto us.
So, hold that. Let's go back to Jeremiah 3:15. Let's see what they say again, bro.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 3 and verse 15. And I will give you pastors according to mine heart, which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding.
So he said he sent them unto us, but we still chose not to listen. Wise words spoken was to give us the gain for the betterment of our life, and we still choose not to hear it. Just like growing up, man, you got your one sibling, bro, that just don't want to listen, just want to be hard-headed and got to go through the bad after bad after bad after bad after bad.
Bring it out.
Time to take on that yoke, bro. Take on that yoke.
Right.
Let's go back. Give me John, 12 and 35. The book of St. John, chapter 12 and verse 35. Give me 1 second, let me get you with you, bro. Go ahead.
The book of St. John, chapter 12 and verse 35. Then Christ said unto them, Yet a little while, is the light with you. Walk while ye have the light.
He said, do what?
Walk while ye have the light.
Read.
Lest darkness come upon you.
Wise words are being spoken by our forefathers, bro. Walk in the light, lest darkness come upon you. Read.
For he that walketh in darkness.
For he that chooses not to listen, for he that chooses to continue to live in the evil way, for he that continues to chooses to live in the evil doings, read.
Knoweth not whither he goeth.
Read.
While ye have light.
While ye have light. While you have the opportunity to see. While you have the opportunity to learn. While you have the opportunity to listen. While you have the opportunity to be better. Read.
Believe in the light.
He said, do what?
Believe in the light.
Read.
That ye may be the children of the light. These things spake Christ and departed, and did hid himself from them.
Bro, he say these things, man, Christ spake, man. These are the wise words that Christ was giving out, bro. Take on my yoke, man. Believe in the light. I am the truth. I am the way. I am the life. Let's go back, bro. Zechariah 1 and 4. Let me get there with you, bro. Book of Zechariah. Chapter 1 and verse 4. Go ahead.
The book of Zechariah, chapter 1 and verse 4. Be ye not as your fathers, unto whom the former prophets have cried.
Remember, he said he sent them unto us to give us the game, man, to give us the knowledge, to give us the wisdom, man, to make our lives better. Read.
Saying, thus saith the Lord of hosts, turn ye now from your evil ways and from your evil doing. But they did not hear.
He said, man, take on the light, bro, while you have it. Because if not, that darkness is going to come upon you. But they did not hear. Read.
Nor hearken unto me, saith the Lord. Your fathers, where are they?
He said, your fathers, man, where are they? Read.
And the prophets, do they live forever?
He said, oh, my prophets going to be living forever, man, to continue to cry unto you. Nah, man. If it's dispensation of time, then somebody going to be there to give you the game. Read.
But my word.
He say what?
But my word.
But his words, read.
And my statute, which I commanded my servants, the prophets.
Our forefathers, man. Christ, man, he commanded them to give us the game. Read.
Did they not take hold of your fathers?
Read.
And they returned and said, like as the Lord of hosts thought to do unto us, according to our ways and according to our doings, so hath he dealt with us.
So again, if you didn't want to listen to the game, if you didn't want to listen to the knowledge, if you didn't want to listen to the wisdom, you got dealt with according to your ways.
That's right.
So again, if your parents then told you this is how it need to go, and you choose not to follow, you choose not to listen, according to how you doing is what's going to happen to you.
Bring it out. Right.
Plain and simple.
Bring it out.
Wise words were given. Wise words were spoken by the wise men, by our forefathers, to give us the game to make our lives easier. To make it easier, to make the understanding easier. But we did not hear it. We did not listen. Read verse 6 again, bro.
Verse 6. But my word and my statute, which I commanded my servants the prophets, did they not take hold of your fathers?
Bro, did they not reach out? Read.
And they returned and said,
hold up, and they returned after reaching out. Read.
Like as the Lord of hosts thought to do unto us.
He said, like as the Most High thought to do unto us. Read.
According to our ways.
So again, he gave you the game in the beginning. He said, bro, hey, turn into the Most High, man. Leave your evil ways. Leave your evil doings, bro. That was the warning. Hey, I'm telling you now, bro. Change from how you're operating, because at the end of the day, you're not going to like what's about to happen.
Right.
I reached out. I extended that hand. I extended that olive branch. I'm trying to let you know, hey, bro, you might want to watch your step before you step on that landmine. Read.
And according to our doing.
And according to your doings. So if you still have not chosen to separate from those evil ways, separate from those evil doings, read.
So hath he dealt with us.
So let's touch on it. So that's how he dealt with us. Go back. Give me Baruch 1 and 21.
The book of Baruch, chapter 1, verse 21. Nevertheless, we have not hearkened unto the voice of the Lord our God.
He said those prophets, bro, he said they reached out their hand, read.
According unto all the words of the prophet, whom he sent unto us. But every man followed the imagination of his own wicked heart.
He said every man continued to live in his own evil ways. Every man continued to live in his own evil doings, read.
To serve strange gods, and to do evil in the sight of the Lord our God.
So he said, according to that, we will receive our doings, right? Deuteronomy 32 and 16. 32 and 16. Read that, bro.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 32, verse 16. They provoked him to jealousy with strange gods.
Evil doings, evil ways, read.
With abomination provoked they him to anger.
We provoked him all the time, man. We provoked him. The wise words was given, hey, bro, turn from your evil ways. Turn from your evil doings. Take on that yoke. Stand 10 toes on that solid rock, on that solid foundation. But instead, we poked the bear. But instead, we chose to not listen. We chose to be hard-headed. Read.
They sacrificed unto devils, not to God. To God whom they knew not. To new gods that came newly up, whom your fathers feared not. Of the rock that begot thee.
Of what?
Of the rock that begot thee.
Of the rock that begat thee. Read.
Thou art unmindful.
Hey, man, he said, man, I gave you the knowledge, bro. I gave you that foundation, bro. I gave you that rock, bro. Bro, the doings of Christ. Read.
And has forgotten God that formed thee.
Man, according to your doings, you provoked in your anger. According to your doings, you have set yourself up for failure. According to your doings, you have put yourself in a very peculiar position of heartache, of pain, of sadness, of curses, of plagues, of darkness. Bro, take on the light. There is still time. Follow the light, man. Apply that eyesight. Christ said, I am the way, I am the truth, I am the life. Give me Baruch 2 and 1.
The book of Baruch, chapter 2 and verse 1. Therefore, the Lord hath made good his word, which he pronounced against us.
He said he has made good on his promise, man. Since you don't want to turn from your evil ways, you don't want to turn from your evil doings, I'm going to give that to you. I'm going to give you thus according to how you moving. Read.
And against our judges that judged Israel, and against our king, and against our princes, and against the men of Israel of Judah, to bring upon us great plagues.
To what?
Bring upon us great plagues.
Those curses, that sadness, that heartache. Read.
Such as never happened under the whole heaven, as it came to pass in Jerusalem, according to the things that were written in the law of Moses, that a man should eat the flesh of his own son.
Man, it's going to be down bad out here for you. There's going to be problems. It's going to be heartache, man. It's going to be pain. Read.
And the flesh of his own daughter.
Man, you ain't going to have no control over your household. Your children going to be out of order, man. It's going to be up and down, up and down. It's situation after situation. Problem after problem. Read.
Moreover, he hath delivered them to be in subjection to all the kingdom.
Man, the people that was the established man to be the greatest, bro, have to be subservient. Have to be lied to. Have to be cheated on. Have to be brought to a low estate. Read.
That are round about us, to be as a reproach and desolation among all the peoples round about.
He used you as an example. He used you as an example. The ones that chose not to move from the evil ways, move from the evil doings, bro, you had to be made an example out of it. Read.
Where the Lord hath scattered them. Thus we were cast down and not exalted, because we have sinned against the Lord our God.
Because what?
We have sinned against the Lord our God.
Because we didn't listen. Point blank. Because we didn't listen. Our forefathers, bro, they spoke. but we chose not to listen to the wise. We chose not to take heed to the warnings. We chose not to listen. Read.
And have not been obedient unto the voice. To the Lord our God appertaineth righteousness, but unto us and to our fathers open shame.
What did he say?
Unto us and to our fathers open shame.
Bro, Baruch, trying to let you know, bro.
Work it out.
Trying to let you know, bro. It was there.
That's right.
The decision, you had two. Life and life and good or death and evil. But we still choosing the covenant, bro. Sin and death.
That's right. Out.
Read.
As appeareth this day. For all these plagues are come upon us, which the Lord has pronounced against us.
Remember, he said, I'm going to give you according to your doings. These plagues, these curses, this heartache, this pain, bro. Your mind being destroyed. You being in a lower state. Your eyes still being blinded. Your ears still being blocked up. Spirit in disorder. These are those plagues, these are those curses that you're still being plagued with today. Give me Psalm 62 and 11. Read that, bro.
The book of Psalms, chapter 62 and verse 11. God hath spoken once. Twice have I heard this.
He said he's spoken, bro. Read.
Twice have I heard this, that the power belongeth unto God. Also unto thee, O Lord, belongeth mercy. For thou renderest to every man according to his work.
He do what?
Renderest to every man according to his work.
So let's go back to Baruch 2 and 7. Read that again, bro.
The book of Baruch, chapter 2 and verse 7. For all these plagues are come upon us, which the Lord has pronounced against us.
Because he rendered to every man according to his doings. So if you choose not to listen, just know at the end of the day, bro, you're going to have to deal with that.
That's right.
Think about it at your job. You don't listen to the direction that they gave you, and your manager come and ask you, hey, bro, I told you I needed this done. And you be like, well, hey, what you think gonna happen? You think you're gonna be on there much longer? Because I'm pretty sure if you get rolled up 3 times, you out of there, right?
That's right.
You see, the words were given, bro. We just being hard-headed and wanting to do things how we want to do things versus how it's going to make our life better. Go back. St. John chapter 12 and verse 36.
The book of St. John, chapter 12 and verse 36. While ye have light.
He say, while ye have light. While ye have light. Read.
Believe in the light.
Follow. Listen. Pay attention. Put into action the knowledge, the wisdom, and understanding that's being given. Read.
That ye may be the children of the light. These things spake Christ.
He say, man, believe on it so that you can turn from your evil ways and turn from your evil doings, that you can be truly children of the light. Read.
And departed, and did hid himself from them. But though he had done so many miracles before them.
But though he has done so many miracles, man, he has shown the way of the power. Read.
Yet they believed him not.
Yet they what?
They believed not.
Bro, the wise words was been spoken, but we chose not to listen. We chose not to pay attention. We chose not to believe in it. Read.
That the saying of Isaiah, the prophet, might be fulfilled, which he spake, Lord, who hath believed on our report, and to whom hath arm of the Lord been revealed. Therefore they could not believe, because Isaiah said again, he hath blinded their eyes.
He hath what?
He hath blinded their eyes.
He's going to render every man according to their doings. So if you choose not to believe, you choose not to listen, you choose not to put into play, he say, he hath blinded their eyes. Read.
And hardened their hearts, that they should not see with their eyes, nor understand with their heart, and be converted, and I should heal them. These things said Isaiah when he saw him, his glory.
He good. Bro. It's time to be healed.
That's right.
It's time to open up your eyes. It's time to unblock your ears. It's time to take heed to the wise words that's being spoken so your life can be easier.
That's right.
So your life can be well off. Do you want your children to go through the same things you done went through?
Work it out.
Or do you want their life to be easier? Because when you're talking to your child, when you're talking to your son, when you're talking to your daughter, you letting them know, hey, son, I done did this. This is what's going to happen if you do this. Listen, I'm trying to show you. Look, your God was giving you the same game, was giving you the same knowledge, but still today we choosing not to listen. So we get mad when our child don't listen. We get mad when our child don't pay attention. How you think your power feels? With you. And you are put in a position, man, you are guiding the soul of your son, guiding the soul of your daughter. That blood is going to be on your hands on how you direct the path of your child. Take heed to the wise words, man. Take heed, man. Our forefathers, bro, giving us the game. Christ said, man, believe on the light, man. Take on that light, bro. I am the truth. I am the way. I am the light. Go back. Baruch, chapter 2, verse 7.
The book of Baruch, chapter 2 and verse 7. For all these plagues are come upon us, which the Lord hath pronounced against us. Yet have we not prayed for the Lord, that we might turn every one from their imaginations of the wicked heart? Wherefore the Lord watched over us for evil, and the Lord hath brought it upon us. For the Lord is righteous in all his works, which he hath commanded us. Yet we have not hearkened unto his voice.
Yet what?
We have not hearkened unto his voice.
We still choose not to believe. Read.
Right. To walk in the commandments of the Lord that he hath set before us. And now, O Lord, God of Israel, that hast brought thy people out of the land of Egypt with a mighty hand and a high arm, and with his signs, and with wonders, and with great power, and hast gotten thyself a name as appeareth this day. O Lord, our God, we have sinned. Man,
take accountability, bro, and change. Take on the yoke of Christ, bro. Sin no more. Read.
We have done ungodly. We have dealt unrighteously in all thine ordinances. Let thine wrath turn from us, for we are but a few left among the heathen, where thou hast scattered us. Hear our prayers, O Lord, and our petitions, and deliver us for thine own sake, and give us favor in thy sight of them which have led us away.
So this is what we asking, bro. This is what we crying unto. But are we doing our end? Are we paying attention? Are we putting into action the words, the commandments? Are we putting into action the teachings? Are we continuing to follow after that sin and death?
Bring it out.
Read.
That all the earth may know that thou art the Lord our God, because Israel and his posterity is called by thy name. O Lord, look down from the holy house and consider us. Bow down thine ear, O Lord, to hear us. Open thine eyes and behold.
So again, if this is what we want the power to do for us, we got to do the same in return.
That's right.
We got to bow down our ears unto it. We got to open up our eyes unto him.
That's right.
Bro, he said, take on my yoke, bro. Follow the light while you yet have it. Read.
And behold, for the dead that are in the grave, whose souls are taken from their bodies, will give unto the Lord neither praise nor righteousness. But the soul that is greatly vexed.
But the soul that is tired of these butt whoopings, for the soul that is tired of being at the bottom, for the soul that is tired of getting checked. Read.
Which goeth stooping and feeble, and the eye that failed.
And the what?
And the eyes that failed.
Read.
And the hungry soul will give thee praise and righteousness, O Lord.
Bro. It's time, man. It's time to open up your eyes and open up your ears, man. Take heed and put into action the things that are being given. Go back. Give me Deuteronomy 30 and 15.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 30 and verse 15.
Read, bro.
See, I have set before thee this day life and good, and death and evil. In that I command thee this day to love the Lord thy God, to walk in his ways, and to keep his commandments, and his statutes, and his judgments, that thou mayest live and multiply.
What's going to happen if you listen?
That thou mayest live and multiply.
What's going to happen if you take on the yoke of Christ?
That thou mayest live and multiply.
When you walk in the light.
That thou mayest live and multiply.
Read.
And the Lord thy God shall bless thee in the land whither thou goest to possess it.
Bro, so if you gonna pray unto the Most High, man, bow your ear, man. Listen to what we saying, man. Open your eyes. We'll see that we tired of this.
That's right.
Yeah, your actions gotta line up with that.
That's right.
So what you gonna choose? Life and good or death and evil? What you gonna choose? Sin and death or life in Christ? What you gonna choose? Because the wise words were given. The men were put in the position to give you the game, to give you the understanding. So what are you gonna choose to do? Give me Isaiah 42 and 16.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 42 and verse 16.
Read.
And I will bring the blind by the way, that they know not. I will lead them in path that they have not known.
Man, it's time to open up your eyes, man. Read.
I will make darkness light before them, and crooked things straight. These things will I do unto them, and not forsake them.
So when you take on that light, when you follow the light while you have it, bro, that blind will now become see. That deaf will now become hearing. Those sorrows will now become happiness. That pain will now become joy. Give me Psalms 119 and 105. We coming to a close as well.
The book of Psalms, chapter 119, verse 105.
Read.
Thy word is a lamp unto my feet, and a light unto my path.
So the word is a lamp unto my feet and a light unto my path. Again, what does the light do? It makes it to where you can see.
Right.
Take on the yoke. I am the way. I am the truth. I am the life. This word is what's going to guide you, bro. Let's go back, John 14 and 1. And we're going to end on there.
The book of St. John, chapter 14 and verse 1.
Read.
Let not your heart be troubled. Ye believe in God. Believe also in me.
Read.
In my Father's house are many mansions. If it were not so, I would have told you.
He said, if it was not so, bro, if happiness wasn't with the Father, I would have told you. Read.
I go to prepare a place for you.
Man, I go, man, to make things right. Read.
And if I go and prepare a place for you, I will come again and receive you unto myself, that where I am, there ye may be also.
He said that where I am, ye may be also. But you gotta listen. You gotta put into play the things that's being told. You gotta follow the blueprint that's laid for you. Again, he said, man, he was gonna make your life easy, make it the way you multiply, make it the way your happiness is good. He said, Christ is preparing that way for you. Read.
Right. And whither I go, ye know, and the way ye know. Thomas saith unto him, Lord, we know not whither thou goest, and how can we know the way? Christ said unto him, I am the way.
I am what?
I am the way.
I am what?
I am the way.
Read.
The truth.
The what?
The truth.
The what?
The truth.
Read.
And the life.
And the what?
And the life.
And the what?
And the life.
Bro, it's time, bro. Put down the evil ways of your doings, man. Put down your evil ways, man. Take on that light.
That's right.
Follow that light. It's going to guide you right to where you need to be. Read.
No man cometh unto the Father but by me. If ye had known me, ye should have known my Father also.
If you had known me, you would have known my Father also. If you believe in me, you are going to believe in the power as well. Read.
And from henceforth ye know him and have seen him.
Man, it's time, bro. It's time to open up your eyes. It's time to open up your ears, man, and listen to the wise words of the men that were established by the power. to guide you to happiness, to guide you to well-being, to guide you to where you don't have to worry. Bro, the wisdom is there. The wisdom is there. The wisdom is coming from the wise. Take heed. Listen. Open up your eyes, man. Apply that eye salve. Take on the yoke of Christ, man. He is the way. He is the truth. He is the life.
That's right.
And on that we say shalom.